Hey, good morning. Welcome to Provoking Safety in the Morning Coffee. Today's Tip Tuesday. It's Fire Prevention Week, and normally I save this until daylight savings because, well, that's what I do, and it's something that's recommended by the NFPA. I change the batteries in the smoke detectors. Now, my detectors are wired in, but they have battery backup. And if they have battery backup, you should be changing the batteries regularly. Lots of different guidelines. I use the Bunny batteries, and they say that they're good for 5 years. But you know what? I change them annually. It's not a lot of money. And as I said, I do it on daylight savings. So anyway, I'll just change it real quick, and then we can go upstairs. So if you just give me a second, I'll change it. Now, something that should be noted, if you're going to be using a stepladder, a couple of tips. Number one, if there's a door beside you, close it, because often we'll put our hands against it or something to steady it, and if there's nothing there, well, it's going to promote a fall. The other thing is you should position your ladder just like you would your work. We walk up to our work. We don't walk sideways to our work. We don't walk backwards to our work. So we walk up to the stepladder and walk up the stepladder to our work. Now, replacing the battery is really not a big deal, okay? Usually the smoke detectors have a quick turn. They have a battery pocket here that pops open, and the battery pops out. It may beep. Don't be alarmed. There we go. And it's done. Now it's just a matter of twisting this puppy back into place. And after we change the batteries, we should always give it a quick test. Plug your ears. Okay, it works. Whew, that's shrill and brilliant. Okay, now that we got the test over with, it works, everything's fine. I gotta do 2 more, but I'm gonna wait till daylight savings time because I wanna do a video on the good things about daylight savings time versus the bad things. Anyway, join me upstairs and we'll continue on with some tips regarding Fire Prevention Week and where you can find them. Okay? See you in a bit. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Glad you came upstairs. Well, I came upstairs and you're still watching the video, which is a good thing. And just a quick recap. My name's Kevin Barrett. I'm a health and safety professional. If you're joining the channel for the first time, this is the Morning Coffee, part of Provoking Safety, where we think, talk, and do safety with the intention of provoking it at home and in the workplace. As I said, rejigging the morning coffee, and today is, tips. And it's Fire Prevention Week. You saw me change the battery in the smoke detector. Well, let's talk about some other things. And as far as Fire Prevention Week goes, it's serving up safety in the kitchen. I'm going to leave a couple of links down below. This one it's the city of Calgary, and I'm pretty sure wherever you live, the city's got something posted, or at least the province does. I could post links for every province and state, but I don't think I'd be done before the next video. So I'm just going to post a couple, and I'll leave it to you to Google Fire Prevention Week 2020. But anyway, serving up safety in the kitchen. Yeah. And a lot of home fires do start as a result of cooking. This article here by the City of Calgary, well done, and it does have some very good informative points. Like, for instance, avoid cooking when you're sleepy, drowsy from medication, alcohol, or cannabis. Yeah, people cooking when they're high, no big surprise. It also talks about keeping the cooking areas free of children, pets, materials that can catch on fire, such as pot holders, towels, drapes, etc., food packaging. But look at the floor area as well. I've seen it time and time again where people will unpack something or start cooking with something and put it on the floor beside them and trip over it. Or you'll go to turn with a pot of hot stuff to drain and you'll trip over something. So that's why it's good to segregate your kitchen area and treat it just like any other high hazard area. Keep the footpaths clear. It talks about what to do during cooking fires as well. stuff that you've seen on likely lots of fire prevention videos. And I'm going to leave a link for the NFPA, or the National Fire Protection Association, or National Fire Prevention Agency. Yeah, one of them. I'll likely post a little thing when I'm fixing up and editing this video on what it actually stands for, and I apologize, but I'll leave a link down below. It's got a lot of good educational videos and stuff in it, so I encourage you to watch them, but finish watching me first. It talks about the testing and maintenance of smoke alarms, as you just saw, and it says replace your smoke alarm every 10 years or make sure it stays in proper working condition. Ideally, they have a recommended lifespan, and like anything else, follow the recommendations. It's not a lot to pay for prevention, and especially for serious consequences without one. It goes on to tell about how you tell if your smoke alarm's expired, and has a video that you can watch. One thing to note, if you're moving into a new house that you've bought, and unless it's brand new and built that year within the last couple of years, one of the things that many insurance agencies or insurance carriers will recommend is that you change the smoke detectors throughout the house. I did when I first moved into this place, and I didn't mind at all. They were wired in, but it's just easy. They just plug in. It's really not a big deal. Easy to do. Anyway, as I said, I'll leave the links below. It has some more about carbon monoxide alarms and so forth, and especially if you have an older furnace, it's a good thing to consider. Carbon monoxide alarm. Once again, Fire Prevention Week 2020. If you like the content, do me a favor. Just click that like button. Just give it a click. And if you didn't like it, well, you can go ahead and, smash that unlike button. But do me a favor. Leave me a comment as to why you didn't like the video. If you're new to the channel and you do like some of the content, or a little bit of the content, or any of the content, do me a favor. Click that subscribe button. Just give it a click. Ding the bell. You'll get notified of new content. I've got coffee to drink and a day to get done ahead of me. Part of it is going to be looking and researching videos, but no matter what, it's still a day of work ahead of me. You've also got a day of work, so take care. I'll look forward to seeing you the next time. Bye for now.